Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video, and today we are once again gonna be taking on the 2.4 Apocalyptic Shadow, but this time we're doing something a little bit different. Now, if you couldn't tell from his channel branding or a bit of this channel's history, I am a bit of a Blade main, so I decided to prove that Blade is still viable in APOC Shadow even if he's not designed for it, by playing him in a Superbreak team on both halves of AS and seeing if we can get a cumulative score of 6.6k. Now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be starting this off on the second half because this is the half I'm more convinced in. As I said, we're going to be playing him in a Superbreak team. And real quickly, when it comes to our our Blades build, we basically just stole Boot Hill's relics. He's on 135 speed, but this will go up to 146 thanks to Ruan Mei. He's on 163 break effect right now, but this should go up to about 250 or maybe up to 300. Which will allow us to proc this relic set. Now, unfortunately, there are some improvements that could be made. You know, we could have a HP body and a sphere, but you know what? It won't make the biggest difference in the world. We're just aiming for 6.6k, and you know, hopefully this will allow us to achieve it. Now, we will be taking the break damage increase for the second half. We will be swapping that out for the first half, but we will go into that a bit later on. So yeah, with that being said, let's just get right into it. Alright, and here we are on the second half with our beautiful Blade Superbreak team. Now we are just going to start off with our techniques, and we're actually going to be going in with Gallagher's technique instead of Blades. First of all, this will let us get a bit more healing off in the beginning, but more importantly, it will deal a lot of fire toughness, which I believe all of their hands should be weak to, or rather the two that we can break right now. Although, I'm not sure if they actually spawned in. Okay, never mind, yeah, it got the job done. Anyway, we're just going to be starting off by breaking the weaknesses of their hands, as you would expect. Harmony MC should deal quite a nice job for this imaginary hand, and I actually really like the mechanic they did with the, you know, the quote-unquote quantum confuse and the imaginary confuse. It was pretty neat. Now, I am just going to heal our Blade here so that we can actually get our ult up on Gallagher. We can break this first hand with Blade, proc our Harmony MC's ult now, and we can go into our Gallagher's ult now, and we will be able to break the second hand just by using a basic attack. So there we go, 210k damage, very free. And I'm just gonna skill on our Ruan Mei so that we can have a bit more energy and uptime. Gonna skill on the left hand because we're gonna try breaking the right hand with our Blade. 56k from our Gallagher there, which is nice. He hits us, which is actually pretty good for us. Oh, okay, technique procs, 89k. It actually takes out the second hand. Now, this is just a nice thing about a Superbreak Blade. You know, we get a ton of turns. 144k on the ult, which is more than I would normally deal to a single target. 84k, so yeah, Superbreak Blade is definitely getting the job done. I actually wonder if it's just stronger than regular Blade. It might be, I'm not too sure. Anyway, we are just gonna go for a basic here and finish this off with another basic. Actually, you know what? I could have actually procced, Harmony MC's ult earlier. Oh well, too late. Who really cares in the end? We should have full uptime on it anyway, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. I am just gonna go for an ult here, see how much we're gonna do. 107k, I'll take that. Once again, since it's only to a single target, I feel like that's probably more than my Blade ult would do normally. Sometimes this is actually more damage than it does to 3 targets, which is maybe saying something, but I will pretend it is not. Anyway, I do kind of want to save my Gallagher's ult for when the hands spawn in again, so I am a bit reluctant to use it. Obviously, we could take this thing out quicker, but I feel like it is safer just to go for that. And we should be able to take this out on a Harmony MC skill. There we go. Yep, 167k. Very nice. And let's see. I know he has a little bit of CC going on in this half, which can be a bit annoying. He does hit our Blade, which once again, nice for triggering our follow-up. And okay. Now the question is, do I want to use my ult straight away to get as much toughness bar damage as we can in? Or do I want to save it to do more damage for a nuke? You know, I'm going to go for it now. Deal as much toughness damage as we can. And then what we can do is just go for a skill on our Blade to heal up a bit and then save our basic. Okay, never mind. We actually have 265 break effect. No, I'm just going to go for a hit since we have basically all the buffs up that we will need. And our Blade will get the healing from, I was going to say from Gallagher's turn, but he ended up getting more from his own turn, which is pretty neat. I'm gonna go for a skill here, and we can ult on Ranmei once again. We are gonna have to refresh our Harmony MC's ult, but that's no problem. Although it would be nice if we had it here, because we would have been able to deal more toughness damage. But, you know, oh well, not the end of the world. All we can really do here is basic. This should hit us. Okay, there we go. Our blade ults for, follow-ups for 168k. Now we have our ult up. Oh, Ranmei got, oh, you know what, actually, if I go down the middle, how much damage is this gonna do? 277k. Okay, we're doing super break to both hands, which is nice, and also his ult hits equally. When it comes to toughness bar damage, I believe it is an AoE ult, or actually no, it's a blast ult. Anyway, yeah, the nice thing is we can just go straight down the middle with our blade and deal damage to both targets, which is actually very useful. Now I am gonna un-CC Ranmei. Oh, I actually thought that was gonna give us our Gallagher's ult. See, my plan was Gallagher ult, basic, break the hand, and then we'd get his ult back when this thing goes down. But, I mean, we're still going to be able to pull it off, but it comes a bit later than I would have hoped. So, you know, it's not the end of the world anyway. We still have 1,540 AV, which is pretty damn good. Because, you know, the goal's 1,300. 1.5k is pretty damn good. Now, we will have to see if we clear on this, but we should, considering the fact that we can, first of all, go for a Gallagher basic, then we can go for a Gallagher ult, then we can go for a another Gallagher basic thanks to the AV up. But what I actually want to do is I want to see if I can finish this guy off with Blade, since we have a normal attack, which deals 131k, into an ult, which deals another 135k, into a follow-up 74k. Now, unfortunately, like I said, that didn't take him out, but our Gallagher should be able to. 207k, okay, he's left on 1%, but we finished with a final score of 1540. Which, you know, that's pretty damn good. 1540 is pretty good. I mean, like I said, you're aiming for 1,300, 1,540 for a blade whose build isn't optimized whatsoever. And obviously this isn't the typical team you would associate with Blade. Now I know this is just because Superbreak is so strong, but yeah, this just goes to show if you have a Superbreak core and you have a Blade lying around, feel free to play them together. I mean, Blade's a really comfortable unit to play thanks to how high his HP is. So yeah, I'd say you can have a lot of fun with a Blade team like this. And yeah, we got 240 over the requirement we needed. Now the question is, can we do the same for the first half? So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second and we will see how that goes. Alright, and here we are now on the first half. Now we are going to start off the same as the last one, although this time we are going to be using our Blades technique. Also, I should mention we swapped out our buff for, instead of enemies taking more break damage, because it's not available for this one, it's instead a 20% basic attack boost and then another 20% if the target is weakness broken. And considering most of our damage will come from basic attacks other than the skill of Harmony MC, as well as Blades, ult, and follow-up, most of our damage should be basic, so, you know, that should be pretty useful. Anyway, we're just going to be going off for a standard start here. We're going to try to take out the left one with our Harmony MC, which actually did work out. Now, ideally, I would basic here, but I am going to go for the heal on Blade instead. Just because I don't want him to die to... Okay, there we go. See, because if we didn't do that, I feel like, we probably would have died to that attack right there. So, yeah, safety first. Now, please don't CC. Okay, thank you. And it didn't kill. Okay, absolutely perfect. Now I am going to ult here, and hopefully we can take out this guy's weakness bar. And that's why I'm going... we can't. That's unfortunate. I mean, on the bright side, we will be able to heal up our team a little bit thanks to Gallagher's on basic. I am going to go right down the middle again. Maybe it would have been... okay, we only did 36k. Maybe it would have been a better idea just to focus on the ice guy instead. Anyway, I actually should not have Ranmei ult there. That is actually a mistake on my part. Yeah, okay, we should deal... okay, 33k actually isn't that much damage. Don't do that, Blade, thank you very much. I am going to have to skill on our Gallagher to un-CC him. Now, luckily, our Harmony MC does heal to full, just because Gallagher is such a good healer. It is insane to me that He is a 4-star yet so strong. He did also just get his ult, which is very nice for us. 52k. Okay, I feel like just the overall damage you deal in this half is a bit lower, which is unfortunate. I did this time go. Oh, actually, I should have gone for the ice guy maybe with Ranmei, but that's fine. He should die to the skill hit thanks to the bounce, and he does. Unfortunately, we don't get to proc our follow-up attack on our blade. It would have been nice if Kafka hit us, but oh well. But he will die to the follow-up here, and now we can deal damage to Kafka's toughness bar. Now, obviously, Ranmei here will be helping us to deal more damage to it. Unfortunately, I did kind of mess up our SP economy there, so we're not going to be able to break on Harmony MC. So, you know, this is an optimal player right here. What would have been optimal is if we would have skilled on our Harmony MC. But, you know what? I guess, yeah, gotta make mistakes sometimes. I mean, we are on 1622 AV here. We should be able to clear pretty handily, at least I would assume. 253k there on the skill. And 129k on the basic. How much will the ult deal? 135. Basic into ult into basic for 63 plus 122, so that's 185. 370k from our Gallagher, if my math is right. So yeah, if you have any doubts about building a break Gallagher, trust me, you should. Since Ranmei is going here, okay, yeah, I knew that was going to be a cycle. And okay, I feel like he goes down here. Okay, no mind, Kafka did not go down there. Kafka did not go down there either. That's unlucky. Okay, the win weakness here is nice because this mean the follow-up will mean we get a free hit basically on the win weak dinosaur. These guys can do a fair bit of damage, so you know it can be a bit scary, but obviously Gallagher #1 sustain. We do still have Ranmei's ult to use. It is up right now though. I don't know what I want to do, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like, I mean, obviously basicing there is the basic thing to do. And then I am just going to refresh the ult now, since we basically can for free. And I am going to have to proc the skill, the ult again on Harmony MC. But now we should be good to go, I would assume. We can break the fire dino now, 61k. And our blade heals himself to full as well. I believe we did the best thing we could have there. 30k, and I am this time just gonna focus on this dino. 49k. I love how I'm just calling them dinos. It's so funny. Okay, I kind of wish it was actually our Ranmei who got targeted there, because we would have been able to both heal and cleanse, but you know what? Not everything is going to go the way you like, I suppose. So this means we will end up getting CC'd, unfortunately, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. Would be nice if okay, yep, blade definitely got hit there. There's no questions about it. I do kind of wish that our the imaginary weak guy did go down, but you know what, it is what it is. I am gonna save my Gallagher's ult here just for when Harmony MC can take down this guy's shield, which is right now, and we can go for a Gallagher ult now onto everyone, which will help us deal more damage. Should focus on the guy on the left, just because, obviously, as you can see, he has way more HP. I don't think that's rocket science. I feel like I'm just gonna target this guy, take him down, and okay, there comes the CC. Unlucky. Now, we are gonna have to do, help one of these guys. Honestly, Harmony MC will be dealing a bit more damage than Blade, and she will be... Okay, never mind, we don't have to worry about taking that guy out. But yeah, it's going to do just about more damage. Oh, 109k, okay. I did not expect to do that much, and then 59k from our Blade. We have unfortunately gone under 1300 already. Okay, now here's the thing. Technically, you guys might be thinking, oh, it couldn't clear in 1300, you know, so bad, Blade, bad, boohoo. In my humble opinion, shush, because, like I said, we haven't played this optimally. If I could refresh, I probably will be able to get maybe not exactly 1300, but maybe something like 1250, which is a decent clear because you can easily make up for it for the second half, which is, if you ask me, the much harder of the two. Also, once again, we're going for a cumulative 6600, which I feel like we should still be able to get. Because obviously we didn't have a surplus of 240 there because the Blade team did really well on the first half. Like I said, if I reset a couple of times, maybe played a bit better, then maybe we could have gone a better score. But I feel like if we can, I would want to still get 1200. I feel like our Blade has to take down here. Never mind, we have everyone. Okay, never mind. It just went down. We missed the 1200 score by like 2 actions. I feel like there is a world in which we can easily get 1200, and this is on a very unoptimal Blade. So I feel like if your Blade is slightly more optimized, and if you play slightly better than me, you can easily get 1200 on the first half, which, let's be real, 1200 isn't a bad score, because like I said, you can so easily make up for it on the second half. So in my opinion, this video is a success, because if I whip out the calculator, 3137 plus 3540 is a score of 6677, which is over our target. And you know, if we were to have gotten a score of 1200, then that would have been a score of 6740, which is well over 6.6k. So in my opinion, this is a success. And with that being said, let's move on to the character builds. Well, you know, as you can see, our Superbreak Blade, you know, he held his own. Obviously, there is much room for improvement. But yeah, with that being said, I mean, you guys already kind of saw the Blade build a bit. 135 speed. Obviously, this will go up to like 146 thanks to Ruan Mei. And then we have a little bit of crit and some crit damage. But obviously, if you had like his signature light cone or any other destruction light cone, then, you know, you will get more of these. And he is only on 4.1k HP. So, you know, if you want my recommendations, if you're going to be trying this out, try get, you know, you don't need to worry too much on crit stats, but maybe go for like a HP body piece and a HP orb if possible. That would probably help you out a bit. You could go for wind damage as well. That would just help supplement your damage a little bit when enemies aren't quite broken yet. But other than that, our Ronmei, 158 speed, 117 break effect, but obviously this will go up thanks to Harmony MC. Traces maxed out, 2p speed, 2p break effect, so we can hit 158 as well as our speed requirements. Now obviously this is the speed tuning I use for my Bootle, which is why all of my units here are on 158 speed, but unfortunately our Bootle cannot reach that amount. Sorry, our Blade cannot hit that amount because he has 10 less base speed than Bootle, but you know, 146 speed is still a decent breakpoint. And then 225 break effect, which will go up thanks to the Watchmaker set and Ruan Mei, so that we end up getting a lot of a break effect shed. And then finally our Gallagher as well, his speed will be 156 after Ruan Mei, 109 break effect, but this will go up to about 250. And then we have break effect on the light cone. Trace is mostly maxed out. You know, the 4-piece relic set, so he can do some good sub DPS damage, and E6. So yeah, that's it for our character builds. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Honkai videos. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Also, we're on the road to 1k subs, so be sure to subscribe to help us reach our goal. And I will see you guys next time.